Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Isabella Stevens, joined by Vanessa Collins. And today we have an incredible panel for you guys, right, Vanessa?
We do. We are joined by Kelley and Aynsley from Call Source. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, quickly for our audience that might not be sure, what exactly does Call Source do for the automotive industry?
So, Call Source focuses specifically on the fixed op side of the business. And what we do is we help dealers either full on with their inbound call connectivity or outbound with retention and CSI for the dealerships.
Awesome.
That's incredible. Now, I know that you guys use a little bit of AI technology, and that's a really hot topic in the automotive industry today. How are you guys using AI differently?
I think the way we look at AI is definitely as a enhancement to our live agents. So we kind of look at it as a hybrid type of model, right? So AI is going to help with more efficiency, scalability for a dealership, but it still needs that oversight that a live agent can provide. And,
Yeah.
we just find that it has a higher resolution rate with the customers. As far as in service, you sometimes have more complex conversations
Yeah.
that a live person needs to get involved with.
Yes. Now, there are a lot of automotive software and technology out there, and a lot of dealerships are kind of upset that there's not a great partnership between, their business and the vendor that they're working for. So how do you make sure that you have a great partnership with your stores?
Why don't you take that one?
You know, um, One of the nice things about what we do is a lot of the people that are answering the phones and in our management, they actually are service advisors that potentially needed a different lifestyle. So we apologize for that. But, we can offer them a different lifestyle and when they have kids and things like that. So you really get a very personal connection with the stores. We want them to feel like an extension of their own staff because when you're taking those calls, they can be two steps ahead of the customer on the call. So having that understanding and knowledge of the industry definitely makes a big difference.
100% that they've been in a dealership, they've worked that position, and they know the ins and the outs of it. So they are very credible to
It
that.
allows us to be very almost niche, where we can be fluid to what the customers and the dealers want. If there's something happening at the store that they need to do,
Wow.
we can be flexible. We're real people.
That's so amazing.
And I'll add a little bit. So sometimes with, SaaS companies and just technology, it becomes a, set it and forget it type of scenario where we do have, like Ainsley was saying, people that have been on that side of the business so they understand what they're going through, and it's a true partnership and collaboration. We want to feel like an extension of their store.
That's a game changer for sure.
What kind of impact is Call Source making to these dealerships that are using your services?
I think it's growing their customer base, right? That's probably the biggest thing because on the inbound side, in reality, it's a facilitation of a service, right? It's not really driving something; it's fixing something that they have. On the outbound side, one of the challenges we have in the market in general is for every OEM, there's like 12 independent lots right around them. So they have a lot of competition and it's a convenience for the customer, right? So having that consistent communication on their behalf and targeting different aspects of their customer base differently, right? If you've been in it 3 months ago, it's going to be a different conversation than if it's been 12 months or 15 months since you've been in the store.
Oh, sure. It's just increasing that retention for those dealers.
Absolutely.
Now, technology has completely changed this industry in the past few years. I mean, AI has been a buzzword for a while now. So, how are you staying ahead of the curve and making sure that you are adapting to the technology that is evolving and also staying a good partner to your dealerships and providing them the best of the best up to date technology?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think one advantage we have is since we do have live agents that are actually handling these phone calls, we can feed that into our AI. So it just makes it smarter and more familiar with those conversations that go on in the dealership. Yeah.
It's constantly evolving.
I'll add to it as well. With all the technology that's inside of the dealership currently, a lot of times when our teams go in, they start to uncover things that need solutions that maybe the dealership didn't know was a problem. So they've got these tools and maybe they started off great, but throughout the years and riders left or what have you. So it actually having somebody like us, maybe that third party going in and looking at everything, it allows us to make sure and fix any glitches or things that need to be, so they're using that technology even to the next level.
That's incredible. Now we're 1 month into 2026. Do you guys have any new ideas, any big innovations for the new year?
I think in service, it's definitely a strong focus for dealerships because absorption rate is a terminology, so it covers a lot of the expenses that a dealership has, and I think there's just a large opportunity because i- in our industry in general, 58% of the calls don't get followed up on. They come in, they go to a voicemail and sort of stay in never land. The manufacturers have incentives for them hitting certain thresholds, whether it be CSI, um, different buckets that a customer may fall in. Maybe they're inactive or an at-risk type of customer. So it's definitely a huge growth opportunity for a dealership, I think.
Yeah, these dealers are missing out on a lot of money and a lot of resources.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And in our industry, we know that a lot of dealerships are kind of hesitant to change and to adapt to the new technology, AI. They don't know what it might look like. And what would you say to those dealers that are hesitant to implementing call source into their dealership?
Do it.
Do it.
I mean, like the thing is, and the thing that we do, it really is something that dealers know that they need to do. In the back of their mind, they know that they need to make outbound calls. They know they got that recall list. They've got to talk to those customers. So what we do is just do it for them. We also know that hiring is hard and maintaining staff. And did Susie show up? Let us do that work for you. As dealers have these tools they want to use, we will bring them in. We're real people. We can help them use them even better.
And I think to add to that we sometimes forget to say is we do have AI, but we're agnostic. I mean, we can work with any company. So if they want us to be the backup for their existing AI product that they're using, we can be that backup for them.
Really versatile. And if a dealer wants to get involved with you guys, where can they learn more?
Callsourceautomotive.com. And we are at booth 3315, actually at NADA.
Follow us on LinkedIn, Call Source Automotive. That's always good. We always have new studies and things that we're finding out with dealers. Got some neat stuff on TLE right now with Toyota, so come check it out.
Oh, wow. That's lots of exciting stuff happening. Again, callsourceautomotive.com to learn more. Kelley and Aynsley, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for us. You guys are awesome. Stay here.
Yeah, of course. And for those online, make sure to stay tuned because there are many more valuable insights coming your way.